So Dave, can you explain to our audience where we're at and what we see behind us?
Yeah, we're at Sikorsky Memorial Airport in one of the hangars, and behind us is a Huey helicopter that belongs to the police department for the town of Fairfield.
Okay.
It's used for search and rescue by Fairfield Police and any other towns that have a need for the services.
Now, I'm assuming it takes a lot of training. So what's the training regimen?
Well, we fly the helicopter at least once a month on training, and we fly it as often as needed for search and rescue or other police operations. At the moment, our crew is training on use of the sophisticated police fire emergency radios and the computers that connect them to the police department, and so they can be prepared to assist in any emergency that might happen around the area.
Now, just so that our audiences understand it, who can request the services of this helicopter?
Okay, the helicopter, as I said, is owned by the town of Fairfield, the police department in Fairfield. Any town around the area that needs the services, normally a town within Connecticut, would call the Fairfield Police Department with their request and the nature of their request for whether it's a search or a crime scene investigation, anything that happens. And the Fairfield Police Department contacts us, and we fly the helicopter for the police department in the effort of search and rescue, crime scene, crime prevention, whatever it might be.
Now, how many people does it take to actually run the aircraft up in the air?
We have flown the helicopter with as little as 2 people, 2 pilots. But we normally have 2 pilots, or we always have 2 pilots on the aircraft, and usually observers in the back. And those are the eyes that are looking if we're doing a search, whatever we're doing. It might be a Fairfield Police Department, it might be a Fairfield Fire Department that provides the services in the back. But it's always a law enforcement type of person that's in the back, or fire department person supporting us.
Now, one thing that the audience definitely wants to know is who pays for all this?
That's a good question. While the helicopter is owned by the Fairfield Police Department, all the operating expenses for the helicopter are covered by the Nelson D. Ancona Foundation. It's a nonprofit that was formed when 2 young men were lost in the Connecticut River, basically at Long Island Sound, in a hunting accident. Their boat capsized, and there was no way for anybody to go out and rescue them, and both were lost. Their families formed the Nelson D. Ancona Foundation, got the helicopter as military surplus, and we do fundraising to keep the helicopter flying. It doesn't cost the town money to fly the helicopter. All the pilots and crews are volunteers, and the fuel and other expenses are all paid for by the foundation.
Now, we know that our goal is to rescue and to hopefully help someone, and really by helping one person, we make a big difference. Has there been any successes lately?
Yes, in fact, there has been. Back in October, the Fairfield Police Department received a call from the Coventry Police Department looking for a missing disabled man. The state police had looked with their fixed-wing aircraft for 2.5 days. The environmental protection people had looked for 2.5 days with their all-terrain vehicles. And Coventry is a pretty remote country. There's some farm fields and lots of woods. We launched from Sikorsky Memorial Airport with a crew of 4, went to Coventry, picked up a local police officer to give us some local knowledge, and in less than an hour, we not only found the individual that was disabled and lost, we found that he was fortunately still alive. We landed in a field nearby, picked him up, and transported him to a hospital. He was in critical condition, but he survived, and we have a great success story from that.
Excellent work, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Excellent.